Hello class, my name is Mauricio Arias and I have prepared this video because I was not able to attend today's class. To explain the situation I have experienced where there was resistance to change, I have to illustrate the changes that occurred because there was a big change that caused resistance to change in a minor area. So this is the situation. In the nonprofit organization I work, there was a big structural change because the grants assistant and the grants manager left. When these two staff left, it was only me and the grants director in the department. We had to take the responsibilities of the grants manager, who was an expert in Excel and accounting. In previous years, the grants director delegated most of the number-related tasks to the grants manager. So when the manager left, there were many things that the director didn't know how to do. Because of that, the grants manager trained us on how her databases and Excel spreadsheets work. She basically taught us how to do things step by step. So I like numbers, so because of that, I took most of the responsibilities related to accounting, evaluation of progress, estimations, projections, reports, etc. The grants director took most of the responsibilities related to communications, meetings, presentations, etc. However, I noticed that many of the processes that the grants manager did in the past could have been improved. For example, there was one spreadsheet that provided us with information about running totals, but I thought that it could also provide us with visual information about progress and completion of goals, things that were needed to be done afterward anyways. This is just one example of the many things that I thought that could have been modified in the department to improve our performance. Um, these help us to visualize better the data, and because I was in charge of that, I thought that that would be helpful for me. But when I tried to suggest this way of doing things, the director would refuse. She wanted to do things as they were done before. And I understand her position. Of course, she is the boss, so I accepted it. In this case, the reason didn't have to do with the benefits and drawbacks of the changes. Instead, it had to do more with the fear of the director for the unknown. The director had a high degree of uncertainty because of the sudden shortage of staff. She assumed that the worst would happen if things were not done as the grants manager did before. The uncertainty of changing was considered less desirable than the relative certainty of the status quo. As described in the book, this status quo bias added more negative balance to the cost-benefit calculation of the change. However, by doing that, we were losing the opportunity to perform better. The strategies that I used to minimize resistance to change are the following. First, communication. Since day one, I communicated to the director my intentions of taking most of the responsibilities related to numbers, databases, projections, etc. Anything that was related to numbers, I wanted to take it because that is my strength. I also communicated the opportunities that made the changes so important, as the book describes. Second, learning. After my verbal proposal was rejected, I produced one report that used my changes. It was beneficial for our department and our partners. So then, when the director saw the benefits of using this, she asked me to replicate these changes in all of our other projects. The book describes this as learning about the application of a change increases the readiness for change, and it strengthens a belief about working successfully with the new model. In addition to this, I have to say that um, the leadership style of my boss helped. She has a master's degree in OB, so she seems to know very well how to manage from a behavioral perspective. Oftentimes, she offers me to manage up. That is very helpful, especially with things that I am skilled in. Even if we work on separate tasks, most of the time we combine efforts and work together on completing the departmental goals. Thank you for watching my video.